spectacular downtown Las Vegas, the home of the Poker Dome. We're located right on the corner of Fremont Street and Las Vegas Boulevard. Hello and welcome to the game, everybody. I'm John Kelly alongside noted poker author, Mr. Michael Koenig. He will have all of our commentating on the action on the tables tonight. And tonight, we'll seat the fifth player at one of our $1 million qualifying tables. So far, Gagan Burke of Southern California, Jason Martin, Virginia's Jerry Schrader, and Bill Sheldon will all be playing at our $1 million qualifying table. That's coming up in just a couple of weeks. And one of these six players will join those guys right here at the Poker Dome, where, Michael, I think it's safe to say at this point, we're figuring out the game of poker truly spanning the globe, huh?
Yeah, the popularity of the game has become an international phenomenon, and tonight's crew is proof of that. We've had foreign-born players before. Tonight, 50% of our field, 3 players, hail from outside the United States. Tonight, we actually have our first player representing Scandinavia. This proves that anybody around the globe can register, earn a spot at the Poker Dome, and have their shot at $1 million.
Checking the early leaderboard, representing the United Kingdom, John Davis out in front with 63,000 in chips. So outside the United States, so far in front of this field.
It's early.
Yes, it is. Very early. Blind still at 1,000 and 1,000, Michael.
And with these low lines early on in the pot limit before the flop, these players can see a lot of flops early. They can try to make a big hand.
Young Gary Ang putting a little pressure on. Squeaky Deacon.
I'll follow you too.
Won't make any noise on this one. Gary Ang snatches up another. Well, are you ready to be part of the most exhilarating and breathtaking poker series ever? Each week, 6 lucky players are flown right here to Las Vegas to compete inside the Poker Dome. Come on, we'd love to have you come on down and welcome you to the game. Log on to mansionpoker.com. You can earn a shot at $1 million.
Call. Pretty curious call from Ron Legaro there. The Jack-7 unsuited early position. He's hoping to get in cheap, see a flop, and check. Make something big, perhaps 2 pair, perhaps a straight.
We would go to the flop, 3-handed, deuce, deuce, 4. Nobody gets a bite of that one.
Therefore, Mark Deacon's ace high is the best hand, but he's in first position, the worst position to be in, so he'll check it around.
Legaro does not take advantage of his position. A 3 on the turn.
Deacon's still best, and he's picked up a straight draw, 5 to complete that little wheel straight.
He bets it out. Stiving wants a piece of that. So we go to the river with 2 players. An ace. And that will strengthen Deacon, who, by the way, introduced himself to me as the real deal.
Well, the real deal's pretty calm, but look at Mr. Stiving. Normally 64 beats a minute. He was spiking nearly double time there.
Well, Deacon gets his ace on the river, and he takes it down. The young man out of England. He's married with 4 kids and just loves the exhilaration of poker, but truth be told, he also enjoys a less stressful activity.
My main hobby, I would say, is fishing. My son Marcus has been down fishing with me, and Marcus caught about an 8-pound fish. My mindset when I'm fishing is just relaxed. When I'm playing poker, it's more concentrating on the hands, concentrating on the people who are playing at the table. I'd rather be fishing.
These guys have got some large fish, but in the world of poker, being a fish is not a great thing. And Mark says that his kids have already told him what they want if he wins this thing. MP4 players, not MP3, MP4 players. They're ready.
I thought just a bunch of worms. And speaking of big fish, Mr. Nilsson with the ace-king and Ang with the jacks are definitely going to hook up.
Pot.
Not again. How much? 14.
What's the pot to me? What's the pot? 14 to call.
Deacon can't possibly be thinking calling here. This is an act.
I fold.
Stibing and Davies will both have to fold. And the two real hands, Ang's jacks and Nilsson's ace-king, will have at it.
A couple of powerful starters here. We go to the flop with two players, mano a mano.
Remember, Deacon folded a jack. Not that Ang really needs to improve at this point.
Got a flop. There we
Nilsson,
go.
his blood's pumping a little bit as you see his heart rate bouncing up to almost 140. 3, deuce, and the jack.
The case jack.
Ang.
And this is the kind of flop where Ang can very safely play it very slowly. His time clock has expired, and if he wasn't first to act, that would be a fold. But because there has been no action, automatic check.
So the call is up to Ang.
You want to bet 5,000.
Call.
And a call.
And a quick call.
To the turn. An 8. No difference other than it locks it up for Ang, unless he folds, which is not going to happen.
7,000.
That is an enticingly small bet there.
And fold.
And Nilsson figures out that he was being reeled in.
He says he's not biting. So the 21-year-old Gary Ang, who is a serviceman, takes down a nice pot there. And now he's out in front with 74,000. Again, very early, as the action continues inside the Poker Dome. John Kelly alongside Michael Koenig, Nafisa DeFlorius. She'll be along for a ride as well.
60 call.
Fold.
2 will
Call.
call. 3 will call. Option.
Check.
Check.
And check. 4 players.
4 players will see the flop.
Highly unlikely that any of them will make a pair of deuces.
Queen, 4, and Jack.
Check.
Check.
Good flop for Nilsson, the Swede.
Make it 3.
Oh, you feel it,
Bet
Frederick.
3,000.
Pair of queens with a strong kicker.
Oh.
3 will call.
Pass.
4 will
Ligero taking his time.
No fault.
No.
5 will call.
Doesn't want any of this. So it's Mr. Frederick Nilsson pulling down a pot there, helping his chip stack. So Frederick Nilsson out of Sweden takes down the pot, and he traveled halfway around the globe to get here, and he's very proud to be representing his home country.
I think Swedes are competitive in all sports, and poker is no different than the other sports. So when it's poker and it's money involved, we like to have it. If I win the 25 or even more, I probably don't go back to my work now. I have a business on the side also, so I probably give it a shot and try to go semi-professional.
Frederick making it loud and clear. This could be a launching pad for him to jump into the pro ranks. Grab 25 grand here at the Poker Dome. I'm ready to take on the world.